Hello everyone and welcome to Gaming FDL. My name is Josh and this is Drift Stage, a game that is soon to be on Kickstarter. This is the time trial demo that is now available for free to download from itch.io. There's a link in the description. Whoops, I bumped the mic there. If you really want to check it out. But they're going to be kickstarting this game, and honestly, it feels really solid. At least like the core elements. The graphics, the gameplay are kind of there, and it's nice to see that they're showing you that even before they're going on Kickstarter. And I've seen pictures of this on Twitter for quite a while. Oops, I'm not very good at it, but I've seen pictures of it and they look very pretty, and now playing it has made me realise why I like racing games. Because I played a lot on the GameCube. I played F-Zero, like, constantly, all the time, always. And, yeah, it was such a favourite of mine, just because of the... Oh, God, I'm really not paying attention here, but... the sense of speed and the kind of satisfying angling of, you know, pulling off a tight turn and doing that kind of stuff just really made you feel good. Now, I've got a few gripes, but obviously this is an alpha, so there's plenty of time for them to work on it, and obviously there's plenty of stuff that they want to add in anyway, like obviously more maps, more cars, more, or like probably polishing up various things like controls, but I think I'll move on to that first. So the controls are something that I really like when you're, you know, moving without drifting. But then the drifting's good. I like it, but it feels a lot looser and a lot more mechanical. I don't know if you can see if, like, in the angle you turn, that there's kind of a looseness to it. And obviously when you're going quite fast like this, I don't know what it is, whether it's the camera or something like that, making it feel like there's some resistance against, you know, the angle I'm trying to turn out around normal corners. But when I'm drifting, it feels much looser, and I feel a lot more in control. It's very precise, but maybe it being, you know, it kind of resisting against, you know, wobbling all over the place would make it feel a lot more solid. Maybe that's something that they're probably already working on. And seeing as it's called Drift Stage, I'm sure that they want this part to feel ace, like amazing, super awesome. Also, I like the ghosts. Racing against ghosts is probably better than racing against AI, because AI are stupid. They're really, really stupid, and it gets pretty easy to outfox them eventually. But I think this kind of expert ghost that I'm racing against right here must be one of the devs, because I can't beat it. I can beat my own times every now and again, and it's nice to have my own ghost on there as well. But this expert ghost has me foxed, and it's nice. It's always a much more close race against a ghost than against AI, and that's cool. And as you can see, I'm bashing off of the sides of this racetrack constantly, and I really like the way they fixed that, because in racing games, hang on, I'll slow down to kind of show you what I mean. You end up kind of bashing against things like constant, well, I can't show you here, but you get snagged and caught on the side geometry, and you end up facing the wall and you have to reverse. But here, it kind of jerks you kind of forward and back on track, kind of. I mean, you can get... Whoa, what was that? Am I going backwards now? I don't know. Whatever, anyway. I much prefer that kind of... Oi, you're bouncing off the edge, get back on track, you doofus. I much prefer that. It feels much better, it's less frustrating, that is an amazing way to sort out you bouncing off the edges of the track and being awful. It's just like a minor inconvenience, slows you down, but it's not getting in the way of you racing. I think I am going backwards. Yeah, I'm going backwards. Oh well, let's fix that. Whoa, nice, okay. Cool, well, this is going to be the longest lap ever, but as I was saying, that is a much better way of fixing the bouncing off of the edges problem for newbie racers like me, and I really appreciate that. As I was saying with the controls, so I'm using an Xbox controller here, and it's better, I feel it's better than the keyboard. The keyboard's alright, it's just, you obviously don't get the same analog control if you're pressing left and right on the arrow keys as you would with an analog stick. But also, something weird about the actual control scheme is when you want to do a drift, you have to release the right trigger and press the left trigger to go into a slide. And obviously right trigger is accelerate, which is weird to me. I mean, it feels like kind of like changing gear, and I don't know if there's going to be a manual gear change, but currently it's automatic. Anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah, moving into a drift is weird, but it's... I mean, it works and it feels okay, but I'm one of those newbie and not very good, like, racing people who just constantly holds down the accelerator, and I don't know whether that's just me being rubbish at games, but it feels weird taking your finger off the accelerator to do a drift. And obviously that's the only way you can get around some of these, is to drift. But that's cool. It's called drift stage. Makes a lot of sense, really. Anyway, the graphics. Finally we get onto the graphics, which is probably the most unique aspect of this game. Along with the music, it oozes. Oh god, I don't know what decade I'm talking about here. Is it like 80s? 80s arcade and synth music is just spilling out of every orifice of this game, which sounds gross, but it's actually really, which is really good. It's kind of an evolution of the low poly resurgence. Obviously all of the models in this game have like 5 polygons in them, maybe a bit more than that, but low poly is super popular right now. But what they've done is they've overlaid some really cool shaders to obviously do the reflections in the windows, and also some really cool pixel art. Some pixel art, God, what they're called? The pictures that go on top of the 3D model. I can't think of the word right now, but those things. Those things, and they look great. And I don't think it's like a pixelation renderer or something like that to like give an effect. And they have like proper HD textures. That's the word I was looking for. Textures underneath. I think it's literally just pixel art textures. Whoa! Whoa! I have broken that! Oh my god! The game is inside out. It's upside down. I'm going through the geometry. I am going backwards. I am not. Wow, that was awesome. I want to do that again. That should be a feature in this game. How do I turn round? Is that it? There we go. Oh man, how did I do that? I want to do that again. That's brilliant. Breaking games, way too much fun. Right. There'll be links in the description if you want to check this game out. And if you want to download it yourself, there's a link to itch.io, and hopefully the Kickstarter will go well and they'll make this game awesome. Otherwise, if it doesn't go well, then I hope that they'll do their best to make it awesome anyway. And yeah, try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you have enjoyed my video, then give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, then press the subscribe button for daily videos on cool, free, weird, interesting, and super cool indie games like this one. Thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, drift more!